Pat and I have arranged to talk to Bob Green, Curator of Zoology at the museum. Bob has some old specimens of the Tasmanian tiger, which was once found all over Australia. The last tiger trapped in Tasmania was back in 1922. Bob, what makes the Thylacine different to a dingo or a dog?
Well, it's not related at all, really, Mike, because it is a marsupial, whereas the dingo is just a dog which has gone wild and established in the feral state. These are much more closely related to kangaroos, of course, than they are to dogs. They have just, it's a case of convergent evolution, as you might say, and they have evolved with features very similar to dogs because they feed in a similar manner. They're carnivorous animals.
What other marsupial features does the tiger have, Bob?
Mike, I think this one has a pouch which is reasonably yes. There's a fair example of the pouch there. Of course, remembering this is an old stuffed animal which is probably deformed somewhat, but that gives an example of the position of the pouch with 4 nipples, and then as the young ones develop, of course, the pouch develops and takes in a greater area of the abdomen. Well, in comparison to the dog, for argument's sake, the feet are one. In the dog, he stands upright on his toes and the pad is developed only around the sole of the foot here, whereas in the Thylacine, the pad extends right up here to the heel, and they do at times walk on this part of their foot in the same way as a kangaroo uses the whole of his foot, not just the tip of his toes. The dog only uses the tip of the toes. And of course the tail is very large and strong and the butt like the butt of a kangaroo's tail.
Have you ever seen any signs of live ones around, such as tracks or anything like that?
I have been shown tracks in mud and dirt and sand. Usually they're fairly knocked about and a bit difficult to get good casts. I haven't had any first-hand experience myself that I can say the thing exists. I just base it on a logical deduction and talking to other people, and I just feel that they do exist, and they're probably on the increase.
Reputedly a sheep killer, the tiger during the 1800s had a government bounty on its head of £1 for each dead animal. It was still unprotected by legislation until 1938. Experts and laymen alike still think the tiger exists somewhere in Tasmania. Bob thinks the northeast is the most likely area, and so does a bushman we met. I'm talking to Pat Dunstan, who's seen the Tasmanian tiger. Pat, when did you see this, or where was it you saw it?
I was on the Muscle Row River up in the Gladstone area in the northeast of the state here.
How long ago was this?
Oh, around approximately 10 years ago it would be.
And you're sure it was the Tasmanian tiger?
Oh yes, definitely. All the stripes, everything.
You don't know other people that have seen them too?
Well, I've know 1 or 2 that have seen them, and I would say they were genuine reports. A chappie lives out near Wynyard, about 10 miles out on the Inglis River there. He saw the tracks in the mud along the river there.
How long ago was this?
Oh, just before Christmas, or possibly 6 months ago.
Well, that's pretty recent, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Has he seen them there before?
Well, he's told me he's seen them there several times before that, even.
Are the tracks distinctive compared to an ordinary dog?
Oh, yes, different altogether. The track is.
There'd be no mistaking it then?
No mistake, no.
So in your opinion, there are still tigers about?
Oh, yes, I would say so, yes, definitely.
A lot of people believe they are extinct. I have my reservations on this. I think there is every probability that they do still exist, but I think for anybody to try and see one in the wild, they would be taking a very long shot, and sure, the museum would be probably the best place to go.
I think Bob's recommendation to would-be tiger hunters is a good one. The museum can show you in a few minutes what our largest carnivore looked like. Maybe one day someone will photograph or catch one for us all to see again. Let's hope so.